Brought the sunshine with me. That's what's up. Life, death, life doula, death doula. How you doing? Precious mother love. Love plus art equals wellness. Season 8, happy hour. License and registration. That song is right next to another song that. So this song is. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Purple Days. Daze. That's what it is. Purple Days. By none other than my brother from the same mother, Lonnie Beats or Nat Love. So this is some music that he set in motion for me, and I give it honor and I show gratitude. Hey, just finished seeing him, just seeing the family. Speaking of death doula, let's go there. So I was invited to participate. I don't know, is it going to go back and forth? I don't know. I was invited to participate with some family activities on my father's side of the family. Oopsie, I blew the horn. So on my father's side of the family, my mom, she's married twice, so this is my second father, my stepfather, my father who spent the most time with me as a father. And here comes Father's Day this weekend. Pops is he's a stand-up dude. He's the type of fella that that it takes to deal with a woman like my mother. Ooh, I know I probably never told you guys about this in reference to something called Beyond the Gates. Beyond the Gates is a Black soap opera that's about the gated communities in PG County here, emulated around it, sort of kind of like, not about, but it's sort of about because, the country clubs in this area, my mom's, her birthday, her 80th birthday was this past January. Beautiful event, beautiful activity. And it was confirmed at that event that she, hey, hi there, chat, Chatter Channel D6D, indeed. Hi there. So my mom had her 80th birthday party on in January, and it was confirmed that she had been president. She was president of 4 different country clubs in the area. So if you've ever heard of the soap opera called Beyond the Gates, it was emulating the crowd my mother would hang with, her crew and them, at these country clubs, at these gated communities, So I said all that to say that I was at a family event today. And, all the stuff that happens at these events, right? Family activities, for these kinds of activities, you are a certain way, a certain energy, and me being a death doula, I bring the sunshine. Just like I said a minute ago, I brought the sunshine. The sunshine just came out. I brought the beautiful, free-flowing energy that I always do when I enter the room, and it ended up being such a beautiful event. All of the activities were beautiful, and not just because I was there, but because once the energy turns into that direction of just about the love, because you remember, oh my God, did I say I loved them before they left? Did I remember all the good things that we did together? You're going to block out a lot of the bad things for the most part of whatever that it was that happened with you, which wasn't any bad things with me with Auntie. But in any case, for the death doula part of it, I noticed that the energy translates. I don't have to say a thing. I just have to be me. I get called by these folks. I get called by people to come come and participate with these things. At most times, I'm not going to participate unless they ask me. I'd rather remember the person the way that I remembered them last. I'd rather remember who they were when I, last spent time with them, and when they were, hopefully, most likely, not, at the place where it was almost time for them to leave. Although that's one of the reasons why I stopped visiting people who were in the hospital, because usually a day or two after I visit, they're gone. My grandmother in particular, the day that I saw her, a few hours later, she was gone. I spoke to her on her deathbed. I asked her, I said, Grandma, you ready to go? She said, yeah, I'm ready. And at that point, I could see the relief come over her face, like someone, like her granddaughter understood and would be okay, and that's how I felt. Like, I understand. You ready to go? Okay. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I miss her so much. I do miss her. She was such a, that grandmother who I said this about, she's the one who invented mambo sauce. She's the one who was married to Ike and Tina Turner's manager until he died, because Tina Turner said the eulogy at his services. And by the way, Tina Turner, I did not like her because of that as a child. You think as a child, right? So because of her, that memory of her would come up at his funeral, saying his obituary. It came up as a memory every time I would hear her music. And so, when I also started learning that my voice sounded like hers, I can't stand the rain against my window. Oh, hey, huh, I'm bringing back sweet memories. I said when it rains, I said, do you